Sound the alarm, Patty Kane out for the next 6 to 10. Did the Hawks make a move? Let's find out. Give me a call on In the Crease. Tommy C.
It was time we started to chat. All the things were starting to match.
What's happening, everybody? This is In the Crease with Tommy C. It's going to be a special In the Crease because I'm super duper pissed. Something came over the wire that just made me completely insane and made me want to change the title of the show. But we got to get to the Patrick Kane thing because it's the biggest thing going right now. Absolutely the biggest thing going. Patrick Kane reportedly out for 6 to 10 weeks. This changes things dramatically for the Chicago Blackhawks. Of course, he is the leading point getter. Overall, it's an understatement to say how important he is to this team. The good news is they're stacked. The good news is they're making the playoffs. I'll just read off some stuff I got. Teuvo Teuvonen got his recall from the American Hockey League. I guess that's going to be the Hawks' short-term fix for the Patrick Kane issue. It's also being reported from Mark Lazarus of the Chicago Sun-Times that the Blackhawks are in the area of $5 million extra in salary cap. So that brings up the questions, do the Hawks make a move? Who do they make a move for? Patrick Kane's irreplaceable. There's nobody. Could it be? Maybe. Is there an American that plays in Toronto that might fit the bill? So they have an extra $5 million. Think about that. What a reward for being such a shitty player this year. So they got about $5 million extra in salary cap space, so they could get a rent-a-player. They could make a move. For an American that has a famous sister Olympian? Ooh. Dave Rose's head will explode. Who do they make a move for? You can't replace Patrick Kane, but with $5 million, you definitely can make a move. Who would that be for? That's my question for you today. This coming from Joe Quinville. Kaner, certainly Kaner doesn't miss much. He's a valuable guy, a buddy, having one of those years that is very noticeable. But guys still have to stick with it, go with what you got, and contribute the best you can. You're hearing a lot of, we got to step up. We got to say, whenever a major player gets injured, everybody's got to step up. You got to step up in the locker room. You got to step up. The goaltender's got to step up. The guys from the AHL got to step up. Everybody's got to step up. Step up. Step up. Step up. Step up. Step up. Dave Rose, this is why I don't like these guys to watch what they say. This is exactly why that I cannot stand being careful with the media, being respectful for the media, because when you get that situation, you don't get honest talk from officials, from players, from upper management. You repeat mantras. You say cliches. Step up, step up, step up, step up. Everybody's got to step up. No shit. No shit. I'll never forget when I was watching MSG one time. And, who's that dope in New York? Marv Allen, famous basketball announcer. And he said to Charles Barkley, Charles, what do you think we have to do today to beat the Knicks? And Charles appropriately responded, score more baskets than they do, Marv. Step up, 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 step down, step sideways. That's driving me bonkers. What the fuck? I finally got in a good space. Now it's making all sorts of noise. Now the lead's fucked up. Fuck! I hope, if that's coming off, if that shaking sound's coming off, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. All right. Because I can hear it. Step up, step up, step up. I hate it. I can't stand it. I don't like it. So that's my question to you guys today. What do we do with Kane? How does Kane replaced? 6 to 10. They're looking at least 10 games. Maybe right in the playoffs. March is next week, folks. If you didn't know, March is next week. Okay, this is what I really want to get to before I start taking calls. Oh shit, I didn't even open Skype yet. Now it's gonna fucking bump the broadcast. Is gonna probably take a shit for a millisecond. But I don't want you calling just yet. I will take all your calls. I feel like going a long night. I'm really fucking aggravated. Super aggravated. I'm sick of the Victorian spirit in America. One thing they have, they have one thing right over here in Europe. They let things like drinking, drugs, young people acting like young people slide. They do. It's a part of growing up. And they don't separate that from being rich and famous or a famous athlete. In the United States of America, not so much Canada, by the way, we don't do that. We hold athletes, children, 17, 18, 19-year-old boys up to politician standards. It's completely and totally insane. There are people right now that are between the ages of 18, 19, 20 in the United States that are shoving down alcohol, that are saying, boy, Jack Eichel, he really fucked up. Beanpot tournament. Boston. This is coming from Greg Wyshynski, although I am not going to attack him. That he doesn't deserve it. Jack Eichel from Beanpot Trophy is apparently in college. Apparently, Jack Eichel's 18 years old. Just won a major hockey award from BU. Went to a bar, had a drink. And I'm betting in Boston, if you win the Beanpot tournament, they're not checking if you're 21. Unbelievably stupid. But that's not what got me. This Barstool Sports. Maybe I should make the confirmation. Yeah. Decided to post a video. You know what? My computer's better now. I think we can swing this. They posted this video. These guys, these Barstools, these guys are supposed to be the working class, real cool sports guys. They put pictures of hot chicks and stuff. They make no apologies, dude. They're cool. They're not like Puck Daddy, those fucking liberals. So they, apparently the video's not here anymore. I hope this Eichel family sues them. I clicked on it. It didn't happen. So, that's it. But this is being reported from Greg Wyshynski at Puck Daddy. And this makes me insane. This is our working class guys in America. The guys who aren't afraid to be edgy. Who aren't afraid to say fuck and shit. Who are supposedly not afraid or don't want to walk the media line. Barstool Sports. Here's what they wrote about Jack Eichel of Boston University, who broke the fucking story. This is unbelievable. What Jack Eichel doesn't know is Barstool Barstool has been silently protecting his ass for months now. Great hockey player, shitty social media guy. I hope that one of his buddies reads this and tells him to stop drinking on Snapchat. Stop Snapchatting with chicks when you're trying to have relations with Angus? I don't know what the fuck that is. Late night. I mean, you can do all that stuff, just don't let people use cameras. Don't say that you're coming for Buffalo's ass and then chug a Bud Light. Not yet at least. You're 18 years old. Like you, understand people can see this shit, right? You'd be surprised how many people want to see your name in lights for the wrong reasons. Like Barstool Sports. You fucking snitches. Don't act like you're doing that kid any favors. You guys suck. You're phonies. You're not fucking working class. You're just the biggest snitch and a bunch of bitches, punk bitches, like Greg Wyshynski and all of them. Your whole friggin' thing is themed around how we're not like the mainstream media, how we say dirty words. And you throw this kid under the bus like none of you ever had a drink before the age of 21. The Victorian spirit at Barstool Sports. And don't act like you're doing this kid any fucking favors. You're doing this to get hits. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm doing this to get hits. But at least I'm getting hits exposing your ass. Anybody goes to Barstool Sports, stop. They're not what they say they are. You didn't do this kid a favor. You didn't protect his ass. This is the kind of shit you would expect from Puck Daddy. You're fakes. You're phonies. You're not one of us. You're just a bunch of punks. You probably go to work in a suit and tie and put your hoodie on when you fucking go on camera. Fakes. Phonies. Bitches. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Here's another thing. Barstool Sports has taken a lot of shit for putting pictures of scantily clad women, right? But what did they do to Harrison Mooney? They were the guys that ran the story that of Harrison Mooney's dating fails and called him a creep. I put the tweets on there. None of them are creepy. They're normal. He went to kiss a girl. She pulled her head away. Not a crime. He hit on a chick. Well, you guys don't hit on chicks over there? And they turned him in. And you ran the story. Admittingly, they ran the story because Harrison had been busting their balls for months. And they got him back. Harrison tried to act like he was above it all. And they remembered it. But even if that's the case, you can't run the middle class, working class, Barstool bullshit if you don't toe the line. You didn't do this kids any favors. You're just a snitch. A snitch ass bitch. That's all you are. Come on. Tell me different. Don't go to Barstool Sports. They're not who they say they were. If you're going to Barstool Sports right now to get an alternative opinion because you're sick and tired of the snooty suit and tie wearing audience that talks about hockey and sports, which I am too. Now you know. Now you know they're not who they say they are. 718-395-7660, 718-395-7660. I want to hear from you, every one of you, anything from Patrick Kane to these snitch-ass bitches right now. You can check us on Sundays, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shot from the Point Live, the Week in Hockey News. Real working class guys. Real regular people. I would never air a video like that just to get hit. Never. Not for a kid. Not to an 18-year-old kid. You have to be a real shitbag. And, of course, Monday through Friday during the season, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. This show, In the Crease with Tommy C. I want to show you something. Buy stuff. Buy my stuff. I'm a capitalist. I don't give a crap. Go to www.zazzle.com/pointmen. Get all that crap right there. In the Crease of Tommy C shirts, baseball shirts, hoodies. Hey, I also, because, look, I'm not doing this for money. I want to get the stuff out there. I just checked today, and I get the least amount. It's only I only get like a 5% cut of this stuff, so it's practically nothing. But I want you guys to have the stuff. It's not like I make any money. And Roy from Florida, he sent us his shirt that came in. Looks freaking great on him. Look, he's got the net in there. Son plays hockey. He's got the Bruins jersey. Hardcore. Roy from Florida. Big fan of the show. Love having him. Calls in. Look good, Roy. Must be nice to wear shorts in fucking February. God damn it. Lucky guy. Very lucky guy. 718-395-7660. 718-395-7660. Love to hear from you. Where's your opinion at? Bring it. Those callers need to call. Yeah. Call in, bitches. Call in. What else I got? Am I fucking lying? I usually get fucking 20. You know, you guys call me when I'm doing my fucking opening monologue, and then you don't call me. You don't call me when I'm asking you. But you call me all at once when you do. Watch out. The board's going to light up like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Patrick Quinn, South Jersey. You're on the air. Pat?
Hey, I'm here.
What you got first, Pat? What do you think of the Kane? What do you think of Patrick Kane?
I think that's a strange injury because I was listening to the game last night I have a radio app on my phone, and I was listening to the game after the Flyers were over. It didn't seem at first like it was that bad when the guys described it, but
didn't look that bad.
Later in the third period, they came on and said it was as bad as they thought it was. It wasn't going to be.
It is. They were saying 46. I remember. I wake up when you guys are going to bed, about 6 o'clock in the morning, my time.
Well, you're waking up. I'm still up because I work overnight. So.
Oh, do you? Well, okay. Yeah. Well, so people on the East Coast, I should say. So yeah. I wake up. I wake up, and they're saying 4 to 6 weeks. And about an hour and a half ago, Puck Daddy reported it is as bad as they thought it was, 6 to 10, minimum. He got hurt towards the end of the season last year and came back. This is bad news for them. And it doesn't... There's also some talk, although it seems to have died. This is Alex Patrick should be seeing some time off. I think that was a 2-minute penalty at best, and I don't think there's really anything to this. I think it's an unfortunate incident. I think his legs got tossed up, and that's pretty much the end of it. I don't think there's any controversy.
Wrong time, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything to this. But there was some talk that he might get some time out. One Ryan Lampard suggested that.
Yeah.
What do you got for me?
And those idiots at Barstool Sports are probably just failed college frat boys that are still living off mommy and daddy's money.
Well, you know what it is? I don't even think it's that. I think what it is they have a sport. They had an idea. They're going with a like something like we're trying to do.
They wouldn't know a hockey puck from a ring ding.
Now, it's just, they're the Inquirer. I mean, look, this is a source of entertainment too, but don't sit there act like you're doing this Jack Eichel a favor and lecture him like you're his fucking mother, and then come to me.
If Eichel was drinking in a bar, that's the bar's fault too for not carding him.
Do you really care?
No, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, could anybody actually really care? I mean, it's like the stupidest thing ever. I mean, who gives a crap? But my point is, Barstool Sports is not the working class everyman website. While Barstool Sports is basically a bunch of phonies. They're no different than Puck Daddy. So might as well read Puck Daddy because they have better writers. Do you have anything for me, though?
Yeah, weird night last night. All three teams that are hunting for that last wild card spot, lost.
Yeah, and you got pounded by a team that you probably should have beat, considering the way you've been playing.
And that's the problem with the Flyers. And my dad brought this up last night before I went to work. Mm-hmm. He says they'll play great against teams that are like the best in the league, like Washington and Nashville, mm-hmm. and then they go out and they'll throw a clunker against a team like Carolina, who they should just handle and beat the crap out.
Honestly, I mentioned I mentioned John Tortorella going to Boston. I don't know if that wouldn't be the worst thing for you. It's not like Berube's done wonderful things for you guys. And
I can't blame Berube, though.
I can't blame Berube either, but I just don't know if he's the coach for this team. You know what I mean?
I really feel that they shouldn't have gotten rid of Peter Laviolette.
I don't know if they should have got rid of him either. It's the staff. It's not so much the coaching, but I really.
Laviolette was like Mike Keenan. Like when you didn't think he was like, if you didn't think there was enough toothpaste left in the bottle that you had, he would squeeze and get that last little bit of toothpaste out.
Well, the problems. You're right. Because the problem's personnel. Because he took that. He did a pretty good job in Nashville, as we can see. So I think you're 100% right. And I think what needs to happen is they need an adjustment, maybe an ID adjustment. I don't think Craig Berube's up for that task.
They need to get rid of they need to get rid of these bad defensemen that they've got. Yeah. Stop signing Nick Schultz to a 4-year contract extension and bring up kids like Samuel Moran and Gothispear. And bring up one
more thing, Pat, because nobody knows who those guys are, by the way. Even though you do.
They're a young stud defenseman.
Yeah. But here's another thing they need to do that they've never. When you get a good goalie, identify him and don't trade him. That's the biggest problem they have over there. All right, Pat, I'm going to take Deb's call now, buddy.
All righty.
Take care. Deb from Texas, you're on the air.
Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
How are you, sweetie? I haven't talked to you in a long time. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a long time. How you been?
Yeah, it's been a while. I just have nothing to say, but now I do.
Now, what do you have?
You know, that game yesterday was bittersweet for me because they won, finally.
Yeah.
And it was a good game, but they lost their best player.
Yes, sir. What do you think of the hit? You don't think there's any It just looked like...
No, he was already falling, like he lost his balance. Mm-hmm. That shove just made it worse.
Yes, it did. I think, he was already... Yeah, that's what happened. I think it's just super bad luck.
And he just did it wrong.
I don't know, you probably read more Chicago media than I do. There seems to be no call or outrage for a suspension. I did see some Twitter chatter about it early this morning, but it has seemed to die down. I mean, do you think... I think this guy's Alex Patrick, should see some time off?
No.
No, I don't think so either.
Because it wasn't malicious or anything like that. It was an accident.
No, it was bingo. Okay, good.
I did the Kulikov incident. Now that's
a little different.
Story.
That's a little different. No, it's a little different. That's a little different. You got anything else for us? Any comments, questions?
Well, I think going forward, they're going to make the playoffs, but it's going to be a challenge now.
I don't have seeing any problem with them making the playoffs. I think what the situation is, it's not going to be a deep run. But I don't know if that matters too much if Kane's in the lineup or not. It really depends, because nothing can stop this team if they're motivated. It just remembers how focused and motivated, which come playoff time, that may be enough. But I think, Quenneville's been there a long time now. They've won 2 Stanley Cups. I think they have that sort of Detroit Red Wing-itis, so to speak, at this point. I mean, they've done it so many times for so long that it's just it may be tough to take every other team seriously. But if they want to win, you got to take every team. You got to play every game like it's Game 7.
Yeah, although I do think they should make a move for a defenseman right now.
A move for a defenseman? Well, they're going to probably make a move for a winger now. What do you think about Phil Kessel?
God,
it would be a good replacement.
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. Could fuck up the locker room,
I don't like it.
Yeah. See, but they have the space for it, though, too, because it looks like they have a lot of space, according to Chicago Press.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I can't believe they have space, considering all the stars they have.
He has the talent, for sure, but I don't know about the other stuff.
Yeah. All right, Deb. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate your opinion, as always.
Yeah.
Anything else you got? Or, no?
Oh, well, did you hear about those 2 trades that happened today?
Well, let's see what I got here. Trades. I heard Kings re-up some guy. No, what do you got for a trade? I don't got no trade. What do you got? Oh, yes. Bergenheim traded to the Minnesota Wild. Is that what you're talking about?
No, not that one. It happened today.
What did I get? How did I miss a trade? Let's
Winnick
go.
from he went to Pittsburgh.
Oh wow, this just happened 20 minutes ago. Oh, here we go. Let's check this out right now. Hold on, you're right. Stay on the line. Yuri Talusi headed to Winnipeg from Carolina. And let me read this from Josh Cooper of Puck Daddy. Winnipeg general manager Kevin Shoveldayoff. Wasn't there a Kevin Shoveldayoff? Shoveldayoff has been wheeling and dealing the last couple of weeks. First, there was the whole Evander Kane thing. The Jets have acquired Yuri Talusi. That's a big pickup for them. Yuri Talusi, a quality player. To add some depth at forward. The Jets gave the Hurricanes a third-round draft choice in the 2016 draft and a conditional sixth-round draft choice in the 2015 drafts. Also, forward Blake Wheeler is now on injured reserve. So they're making moves. Boy, you could see that those Jets really want to make the playoffs. But
yeah, it's a good move for them.
Yeah, so I guess they're going to make moves. Yes, I did. So, well, thank you. You know, you are the best at getting me just breaking stories. Yes, no, I did miss this.
There was another trade, too. I sent you the links on Twitter.
Did you? Well, let's go check Twitter.
Yeah.
Let's see what else you got. Well, you're on fire. She's on fire. You ever play old NBA Jam?
Totally.
Wow, you're on fire. Yeah, here we go. Let's see the second one. Calling it up now. Looking for it. Well, I got the Talusi trade. That's the other. You sent me another one. Let's check the other one. Maple Leafs trade Daniel Winnick to the.
We just talked to Renaud Lavoie.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with that. Toronto Maple Leafs traded forward Daniel Winnick to the Pittsburgh Penguins Wednesday in exchange for forward Zach Still. Well, I got to take a look. I tell you what, I got to take a look at Zach Still because if I had to guess, that's going to be a Dubas move. And what I got to probably go into the advanced stats. What about I want to see his Corsi? What about Zach Still? Because you're going to see a very different Toronto Maple Leafs team next year.
I think Zach Still is like this hardcore guy.
Jack Still? Well, why would they want a hardcore guy at this point in the season? No,
because he's not a hands guy. He's not that special.
Let's check this out. Zach Still. Let's he's 26. Well, he's still reasonably young. He's well, I guess he was in the Calder. I don't know. He's been up and down with the Pens. Be interesting. He's defensive forward.
Yeah.
What would the Maple Leafs want with a defensive forward? I don't know. That's pretty good. All right. I'll let you go.
Pittsburgh got the right end of the deal.
Well, we'll see. Thanks for keeping track of the trades. I gotta pay more attention to it. Thanks, Deb. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it. Well, right up to the moment, Winnick for Still, and Yuri Talusi finds his way to the Hurricanes. Or excuse me, the Jets, which puts him in a much better position than he was in before, playing for the Canes, who were essentially out of it. Let's check what's going on in the chat. Good deal for both teams. Patrick Quinn. McCarthy Projects. I hope you fell off your bike, by the way, McCarthy Projects. And everybody's just getting... you're retarded, Black Mamba. No, McCarthy Projects, you're retarded. You spend, most of your time insulting my wife for no other reason to do it, and you don't even like me or the show, so I'm pretty sure you're retarded, you bitch, you punk. And that really lame prank call that I saw right through. Other news in the National Okie Dokie League. Eric Lindros files a lawsuit over a report in the Huffman Post by an ex-referee. This coming from TSN. This is fascinating. Lindros has launched a $200,000 lawsuit, defamation suit against former NHL referee Paul Stewart of the Huffington Post and the Huffington Post. Stewart wrote a column for the online news website that allegedly made former Philadelphia Flyers star look like a quote-unquote dickhead. I didn't cover this story because it's during the summer, and we kind of shut down the shows during the summer. That will not be the case this summer. But this is his story. This is really unbelievable. I was working on an afternoon Philadelphia, New Jersey game with the Spectrum. The back end of a home-and-home. The Devils won the previous game 6-4 in a game refereed by Mark Fawcett. The game got chippy in the third period with 40 penalty minutes being handed out the final 5 minutes, including roughing penalties to Lindros and Scott Stevens in the waning seconds of the game. To the start of the game, the Spectrum was delayed several minutes. I had to wait for the red light on the scores table to indicate the broadcasted return from commercial, and I was okay to drop the puck. During the delay, I made a small talk with several Devils and Flyers on the ice. I said hello to Mark Recchi, talked to Bernie Nichols. I tried to greet the 19-year-old rookie Lindros. Hey, Eric, how are things going? How's your dad? I asked. The response, fuck you, just drop the puck already. Yeah, fuck you. Just drop the fucking puck already. Lindros apparently was in a bad mood because he recently missed 12 games with a knee injury. The team, you could just say fuck you to a ref. Maybe that's not true then. Like that, not good. The team was in a losing skid. They had a tough game in New Jersey. This is when Jersey was at their best, by the way. The game was also played about a week after Lindros had to go to court in Toronto for the Cocoa Bananas incident. Was that the one when he poured the beer on the girl? Remember that, Dave Rose? Put that in the chat if you remember. The Cocoa Bananas incident. Because he poured a beer in a girl in South Jersey. I remember that clearly. When he was 18, he shouldn't have been in a bar like Jack Eichel. But nobody did anything, and it wasn't even that big a deal. It was more a big deal he poured a beer in a girl. Let's see. Right off the face-off, Lindros bullied forward and drilled Nichols under the chin with his stick. I ditched Lindros on a high sticking penalty. Before the game, I had a tube filled with posters to Flyers equipment. Before the game, I brought a tube filled with posters to Flyers equipment managers Jim Turk Evers. The posters, which depicted Recchi and Lindros, were to be autographed and donated to a charity auction. I had done a similar thing in other cities, such as Cam Neely, Ray Bork poster in Boston, and Mary Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr in Pittsburgh. After the game, I want to Turk. Look, see, that's not me. Look, it's not me. It's not me. It's TSN. I know I'm a horrible reader. I went to Turk to collect the poster tube. Stewie, you're not going to like this, Ever said. I don't have them. What do you mean you don't have them? I asked. Well, Rex signed the posters, but when Eric found out who they were for you, he tore every one of them up. I'm sorry about that. So this story came out during the summer about Lindros. Lindros is suing on it. He's suing for defamation in Canada, not the United States. I don't think you get away with this in the United States. You might be able to make the public figure argument in the United States. I don't know how the law works in Canada. And he's saying that this just simply didn't happen, and they're making him look like a douche. Okay, fine. They're never going to be able to prove whether it happened, and we're talking 20 years ago. Here's the thing. Growing up in New Jersey, hearing a lot about Eric Lindros and his behavior, it wouldn't shock me at that time in his life. He was pouring beer on women. He was acting like a jerk. He ended up sleeping with the friggin', reportedly sleeping with, as a captain, one of the assistant captain's wives. One of the reasons I don't think Lindros ever actually reached the next level is because he was such a douchebag. Really self-entitled. That move with Quebec is, I don't want to learn to speak French. Actually effectively ended the Quebec Nordiques. Eric Lindros is the reason the Quebec Nordiques no longer exist, because they might have been able to build a team around him. And if you want to look at it, they're the reason the Colorado Avalanche have a team. So I guess you could look at it both ways. Lindros had this reputation. Certainly not saying this is true, but it wouldn't shock me. Not one iota. The guy was a lot like... I mean, if you think Sidney Crosby is a douchebag, you really should have checked out Eric Lindros. I mean, he was something else. He was some kind of douche. But that doesn't mean this story's true. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. To be perfectly honest with you. It'd be very interesting to see how that plays out. Let's check what's going on. In fact, I think we're getting close to it. We'll do some other headlines. A little too loud there, huh? Oh. So let's do some headlines, and then we'll get the hell out of here. I feel like when I got that out, I'm so pissed off at the Daigle thing. Oh, check this out. This is from coming out of Deutschland. Check this.
Luke Oakley mit einem Alleingang und trifft erneut das 3-2. Luke Oakley mit einem Alleingang und trifft erneut das 3-2
with the back kick. Oh, that's why they play soccer in Germany. That was badass. And by the way, that voice.
Luke Oakley mit einem Alleingang und trifft erneut das 3-1 für den EVR.
That is a Bavarian accent if I ever heard one. Hey, you think I'm bad with reading? You think I'm bad with screwing things up and graphics and writing things wrong and putting Dead on Dave where Dave Rose is supposed to be and Dave Rose where Dead on Dave's supposed to be? Check out Fox Sports. Max Pacioretty, Alex Gachennik, and PK Subban? That's not PK Subban! Frenchie Ben's like, this is unacceptable. Only some English pig would put a white man versus the PK Subban. It would never happen in Montreal. Never. Never. Yeah, Mike, you never know. I thought that was funny. Hope you did too. The Kings have signed Kyle Clifford to a contract extension. Way to go, Kyle Clifford. The Islanders and their lease partner owe the Nassau Mausoleum $3.6 million. Wonder how they're going to get that resolved. Jaromir Jagr reportedly is frustrated with ice time and his future with the Devils. That means he wants to get traded. I bet he dropped that bomb. Bergenheim is traded to Minnesota, along with a 2016 7th-round draft pick, in exchange for the Wild's 2016 3rd-round selection. So Bergenheim. His last name sounds like this clip.
Luke Oakley mit einem Alleingang und trifft erneut das 3-1 für den EVR.
Tor! That's right. Tor. It means goal. Yeah. Hey, like I said before, you like the way this guy, that's Roy in Florida. He went to my site at www.zazzle.com and he bought a t-shirt, cup, iPhone holder, Shop from the Point coffee cups. I would use everything except the iPhone because I don't have a iPhone. Make sure you check out Shop from the Point live 2 p.m. Sundays and Monday through Thursday. This show agrees with me, Tommy C. Last night in the National Hockey League, the Calgary Flames, well, they didn't set Madison Square Garden fire. Cam Talbot with the shutout. Rangers take that game 1-0. Nothing, like the Germans say. They say absolutely nothing. Calgary Flames have been accused of trying to deal with the Rangers' speed by playing back a little bit. Well, it worked. They held them to 1 goal, which not too many teams have been able to do. But they couldn't score themselves. The Vancouver Canucks, they take the Boston Bruins 2-1. Lots of pushing and shoving. Bruins go down to the Canucks for the 2nd time in 2 weeks. Philadelphia makes a little bit of a surprise. They weren't able to blow by the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes take that 4-1. The Arizona Empty Sweaters, they get crushed by the New York Islanders 5-1. The Connor McJesus sweepstakes. They take the Columbus Blue Jackets. Bit of a surprise there. 4-2. Habs, St. Louis. Habs crush the Blues 6-2. Looks like the Blues aren't playing their system out there. There are reports coming out of St. Louis that everybody's not on the same page on what system they should be playing or not sticking to Ken Hitchcock's plans. I thought they were better than this. They got to give a bit. They can't be losing. I could accept it a 2-1 loss if I'm a Blues fan, but not 6-2 by the Avs. You got to beat the top teams if you want to do it. Well, the top team beat up on the Colorado Avalanche, the best team in the NHL. The Nashville Predators, they take the Lanch 5-2. Lanch. Winnipeg Jets soar over the Stars, just like I said they would. 4-2. Edmonton Oilers. Wait, everybody lost last night. Has a playoff spot. You know, Gwynn was absolutely right. Pat Gwynn was absolutely right. Oilers take the Minnesota North Stars 2-1. That's right, I said North Stars. Hawks Cats with an injury that rocked the National Hockey League. Patrick Kane out 6-10. Being reported just about everywhere. They take Florida only in the shootout. That's a good showing for Florida. They get a point out of the whole deal. That's not good for Philadelphia either. 3-2. Hawks shootout. And the Los Angeles Kings, they shut out the Detroit Red. Now, I noticed I've been saying that lately. Red Wings? Yeah, I know. I'm working on that. The Detroit Red Wings. 1-0 tonight in the National Hockey League. Only 3 games to speak of. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's time. When you play the Rangers, you usually end up in New Jersey. They will be in New Jersey to face the Corey Schneider and the Devils. Flames, Devils. Go Flames, go! 8 o'clock Eastern Standard. Oh, Wednesday night rivalry, walk of the week. Anybody remember that? Well, it didn't work so well. Pittsburgh Penguins in Washington. That's got it. Oh, now I want to stay up. My wife will kill me. Oh. What should I do? Sex with my wife or watch the Pens? What do you guys think I should do? I know exactly. I'm going to stay up and watch the Pens. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the late night game. Ottawa Senators are in Anaheim to take on the absolutely crazy Ducks. Thank you. Stick around. I gave you 45 minutes tonight. I did. I wish all your teams the best of luck. I'm so happy that you are here. I hope you buy my t-shirts. I hope you listen to my shows. I hope you're not using fucking ad blockers. I hope you never go to Barstool Sports. And I wish Dead on Dave was back. It would be really nice to have him on a day like this, I'll be perfectly honest with you. You know what I mean? Y'all miss Dead on Dave? He couldn't even talk to me on the phone today. He was so sick. I think I need my guy back. I think just by listening to the show, that might be the case. Other good news. Matt Kazar, he's off. He should be on, we're going to have him on a few days next week. The great Matt Kazar, who's very passionate about his hockey team.
We have a first-line center, a first-line winger like detached, and we trade him for a third-liner who's supposed to be rough and tough but has 12 minutes of penalty. I've been crying all morning.
Yeah! You're going to see that guy all next week, the great Matt Kazar, who told me he wasn't really crying. It's all a bit. You believe that? I don't know. He's going to have to answer for that.
Crying all morning.
Definitely going to have to answer for that. Absolutely. When I get through with him, I'm going to tell him, get out of my crease! Boom, 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 boom. Thanks for